Okay, first thing first, this dial here, this sets the temperature for the fryer. If you'll see, this has markers for every minute, and it goes up to a maximum of 30 minutes. Here this thing, which can be turned clockwise or anti-clockwise, is used to set up the temperature for the fryer. The max temperature available is 200 degrees and the minimum available is 80 degrees. Here are two indicators. The one on your right shows the or lights up when the fryer is heating up or the temperature is on, and the one on the left is for the power. It is simply connected to a power source through the power cord, and let's switch it on first. So if this gets switched on, पहला गया. Now this thing, this is the tray which comes out. If you'll see, it has a big enough basket to hold at least 500 grams of things. Now we can add whatever we want to add, any of the food items, and simply slide it back in and turn the temperature as per the guidelines provided. And then once the items are cooked, it makes a completion beep or alarm which tells you that the items are fully cooked. Okay, now we are only going to demonstrate you the basic item, which is the fries, and these are the standard frozen McCain fries which are available in the market. You also have a choice of cutting the fresh potatoes at home and using that. The only difference is the fries available in the market, the frozen fries, you do not have to add any oil into it. However, if you're cutting the fresh potatoes at home, you'll have to slightly coat the potatoes with the oil. Make sure that there's no dripping oil left in this basket. One of the biggest caution for using air fryer is that you do not place any oil directly into this pan, because it will make it susceptible to fire. Now here is about 300 grams. That's the minimum amount which you can take for this fryer. The maximum is 500 grams. We are taking 300 grams of fries, which as I said, frozen fries available in the market. And then what we are going to do, we'll place it in this, turn the timer for 10 minutes and leave it. Hi all, while we are waiting for the fries to get done, there's two pointers which I wanted to tell you. First, for any fries and potatoes, the temperature needs to be at 200 degrees Celsius. You also have to preheat this fryer if you are going to use it for the first time in the day. Once you have used it once, then you do not need to preheat because it is pretty much heated. But if it is left overnight, then early in the morning you want to use it, or later in the day, then it needs to be preheated for 3 minutes. And here is the timer which you can use to place it for 3 minutes at 200 degrees Celsius or your desired temperature. There is one big caution: this timer cannot be forcibly turned towards zero. If you have set it up for 10 minutes or 5 minutes, it will not go back forcefully or manually. Please do not try so, or else you will break the fryer. If it is for 5 minutes, you take out the tray and you realize that whatever you were cooking has been cooked, then you take out the food item and you keep this tray outside. The timer still kind of goes on, and once that time duration completes, it will give you that sound. Do not forcefully turn it to the zero. Okay, welcome back. We have taken out this tray because for all the food items we need to shake at least once within a duration of 10 minutes. So what I'm saying is, if you are cooking something for 10 minutes, after about 4 or 5 minutes, take out the container, shake it very well and slide it back in and wait for it to get cooked. Alright, this is about to get done, about 30 odd seconds left. This particular item might look very beautiful and aesthetic, but still at the end it is cooking and it is hot. One big caution, that do not let any children or even adults place their hands around the back. It has an exhaust at the back which lets out the hot air, and therefore the back portion becomes very hot if touched. Therefore, to make sure that you still kind of go ahead with your cooking, place your hands on the top which remains cold, and as we hear the alarm, we'll take out the fries to see how they have been done. Alright. Smelling really nice. There you go. That's the sound you're looking for, and your food item is completely cooked. You place your thumb here so that you do not have to struggle in pulling it out. Place your thumb here, all 4 fingers at the handle, and just simply pull it out. And here you go. Here are the fries, completely done. For frozen fries, it took us about 15 minutes to get these done, and that's the time limit I'll recommend. I think in the booklet, whatever time limit you see, just add 4 to 5 minutes to every food item, and in between, if you just want to make sure that the food item doesn't get burned, just simply take out this particular pan, check it, and then if you think that it needs more time in the fryer, you can slide it back in or else start eating. Therefore, I hope you have enjoyed the session of how to use fryer. Thank you very much. Okay, the fries have gone to the kids. They're busy eating them. One last bit which I wanted to cover. Here is a small button. If you want to take this particular pan out, it can be taken out by pressing this button. I'll try and do that. It is slightly hot, therefore before you do it, you need to wait for it to cool down and then press this button and it comes out clumsily, but no. So you need to keep holding on to the handle to take it out. The inside of the tray can be wiped by a dry cloth. Do not use any kind of detergent. Yes, if you were using the homemade fries which might have had some oil dripped onto this, go ahead and wipe it clean with the tissue paper. Use a sponge dipped in slight liquid soap, clean it, and then wipe it dry. This particular pan can be cleaned by a dry cloth or a sponge. Do not try to apply detergent because the coating which is there might get destroyed with the detergent.